Howdy everybody! Welcome back to my channel Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions. Some of those are video gaming, and we're going to be continuing with a game called Deliver Us from Evil. We're doing a blind let's play of it. So let's get back to it. We were hanging out with Ace, and yes, when I'm done with Ace's path, I will go back around and we will do Michael's path. So, we were talking to Ace about Ace being a fallen angel. I want to believe you, and I can feel your pain so intensely. I don't understand any of this. Helping humans, spreading knowledge, that's not so bad. You couldn't have deserved Dudale for that? Why would they? I guess that's like being ostracized.
This is what I'm trying to show you.
Ace's tone maintains its angry quality, but there's also a sense of desperation and pain that grows with every sentence he utters.
It's not as simple and wholesome as you think it is. I was spreading knowledge that was frowned upon by heaven, and then eternally punished for it. I didn't aid Lucifer. I didn't commit a great sin. I was chased out of heaven, and no one questioned it. No one considered why I did what I did, or what benefit it could bring.
This is too much. How did this happen? This wasn't something I'd heard of back in heaven. Ace is clearly hurting and has been for a while. He's just hidden it so well until now. I'm so confused. When I heard of angels being punished from heaven, they had gone against God, cast great shame over what it meant to be an angel. Ace doesn't seem like he did any of that. He seems to have cared deeply about humans in his role in watching over them. Heaven couldn't have made a mistake, could they? If he's fallen, then... Ace cries out in pain, and when I look at him, he's sweating and grimacing. Yeah, if he's falling, being in the church is probably not very comfortable. Being on holy ground must be difficult for him. I rush towards him and pull him into an embrace. I wish I'd known, but there was no way I could have possibly guessed. His skin is extremely hot to the touch, but when my skin touches his, it seems almost as if some of the suffering is lifted. Perhaps some of my remaining angelic energy is helping to soothe him. I remember you saying now that Ace wasn't your real name. What was it?
Azazel.
The name isn't familiar to me, and maybe it should be, but I can't really recall anything right now. Ace is still whimpering. It seems like he's getting worse by the moment. Drag his butt out of the church. What are you doing? Woman, take the cutie out of the church, please. My goodness. Azazel? The name is extremely foreign to say out loud. What can I do to help? Please tell me. I'll do anything. Ace reaches up and sweeps me into his arms. I think he's looking for more contact, more energy from my being to help relieve his pain. But the pain will only get worse the longer he stays here. So, skidoo.
I need to go. I can't stay here.
Yeah, we have come to that conclusion. I know he needs to leave, but I can come with you. I'm not sure it's a good idea for Ace to go his own way. And after what we just shared, I want to be there for him.
I want to be alone right now.
The hurt, whether emotional or physical, has taken over now. Ace pulls away from my grasp, and I'm not strong enough to hold on. He stumbles quickly towards the exit and leaves me there, reeling. How do I make sense of what just happened? I've never questioned heaven. It never seemed wrong, even for a single moment. Until now. I can't understand why he was punished just for aiding humans. It's something we're always told to value. So why was Ace cast out? I know what I need to do. I need to speak to Michael. His powers far surpass mine, and maybe he even has knowledge of what happened that Ace didn't share with me. Perhaps he thinks Heaven made a mistake with Ace, too. Even now, it doesn't make sense to call him Azazel. The man I know is Ace, a man I've admired and trusted. Is sharing his knowledge really so terrible? God's children on earth are so highly praised. Surely sharing something divine with them could never be a bad thing. Lost in my thoughts, I've already found my way to Michael's place. Perhaps I should have stopped to knock on the door and wait for his response, but I'm too caught up thinking about it all. Did you just walk in? You don't just walk in on people's houses. About Heaven's decisions and my feelings for Ace. I'm just gonna walk in his room. Once I step out inside, I call for him. Michael?
Greetings.
I am here. Michael looks tense already. I'm not sure if something has happened or it's just an extension of his usual demeanor. How is the investigation going? Have you found anything of import? Nothing so far, really. I'm not here about that. How will Michael react? Surely he'll question Heaven's actions too.
What do you require?
He really won't. Oh, what do you need? I was exploring with Ace today, and we came across the church. Ah, you got to see how humans worship? Well, not really. It was pretty empty. Not a lot of people, it seems, have faith in God these days. It feels strange to acknowledge, to say out loud.
Humans.
That is ridiculous. That's what I thought at first, but if there's a possibility of injustice in heaven, Earth must be faring far worse. I was talking to Ace and he told me something. I'm struggling to speak, to wrap my head around what has happened and actually verbalize it to Michael. Go on. I take a deep breath. I just have to do this. He's a fallen angel.
What?
Michael is dumbstruck for a moment. He didn't know? Did he not know? Did he give you a name? Yes, I didn't recognize it. Azazel? I know he was cast out, but was not one of Lucifer's rebels. Nevertheless, he has fallen. You should not continue to associate with him. He will be dangerous and sinful. He's helping me, and it seems he's in pain. I can't leave him now, Michael. It wouldn't be right. Yeah, remove his frickin' manacles, Michael. I was wondering if you could...
No.
I haven't even...
Absolutely not.
I am not sure I even need to hear it to know. My answer is an resolute no. I want you to remove his manacles. They're painful reminders of his past, and I want to show him the faith I have in him. It is not for me to undo what has been done, and the idea of you having faith in him is wholly inappropriate. I do not think you should return to him or continue to associate with him. Well, whatever, you don't get to tell me what to do. He will be a temptation. He already is. If he's fallen, who knows how long he's been on Earth? Hasn't he suffered enough? Isn't it within us to forgive him?
Incorrect.
If the Father has forsaken him, it is not our place. If he has been cast out and made to suffer, he has deserved to suffer. Then we're just like he said we are. It doesn't seem fair or right. Stop this at once. No, Michael, I need to go back to see him. Make sure he's okay.
We must complete the mission.
The investigation is a priority. You cannot stop for anything. Do not return to him. He's helping me in the investigation, so bleh. I'm already storming off before he finishes speaking. Come back. No, I don't want to come back. I know Michael's calling me, but right now I have no interest in what he has to say. How could he be so callous? He wasn't even prepared to hear Ace out or learn more about the situation, just like Ace said. I need to return to Ace to see how he's doing. I just hope he'll see me. I find myself back at Ace's apartment, this time not struggling with what to do. I press the buzzer and the door opens for me within moments. When I reach the door, it's open again and Ace is standing inside. Hey, thank you for letting me in.
Hey, gorgeous.
Wouldn't leave you standing out there in the cold now. He still doesn't seem to be back to his usual self, but he's in a better mood. How are you feeling? Fine. Only like my skin is mildly burning. Well, it seems your sense of humor wasn't affected. Right. Ace seems incredibly tired and still a little in pain. What he went through earlier must have been heavy for him, emotionally and physically. I don't think any different of you. I feel bad, I guess, that heaven was responsible for what you've been through. We don't have to keep talking about it. I just wanted to get it out so I could leave. I hate seeing you hurt like this, Ace. It is what it is, kitten. I went to Michael and told him what you told me. I'm sure he was extremely sympathetic. That makes me feel bad, like I'm a part of it all. He was quite stubborn. I asked if he would remove your manacles. I'm sorry, I couldn't convince him.
What?
You did that for me? Yes, I did, because I am actually a nice, kind angel. I'm also a healer, and healers are not prone to liking people suffering around them. Ace's demeanor is so different from anything I've seen before, so tender and soft. Seeing these different sides of Ace has really strengthened the way I see him. I've always liked his outward charm, but now I see it's a facade underneath is a whole different man. In a sense, getting to know Ace has taught me so much more about human nature than I ever expected. I told you I hate seeing you hurting, and it's not fair for you to keep being punished like this. The pain in his eyes has lessened. A small sense of confusion has taken over.
Princess.
Ace tilts my head up with his hand, his finger and thumb pressing against my chin gently. Even such a small touch tingles my nerves. He's a temptation!
Kitten.
I'm touched. For once, there's no sense of sarcasm in his voice, no teasing. I can feel deeply how sincere he is. When was the last time someone showed him any kindness? Does he have any softness in his life? I take hold of his forearms. I realize how bold it is of me, but I need him to understand. I just wanted to show you that I don't think you're a bad person. Maybe there's a way for you to come back. Maybe I can remove them myself if I try. I'm hoping I can somehow summon some of my angelic power, that it'll flow through me, break the manacles, and the painful spell Ace is under. I start to mutter a spell under my breath. Stop talking. Ace is holding my gaze, and there's now a small, slightly mischievous smile on his face. He's gonna kiss you. That's what's gonna happen. But why? Have I upset him? I understand he may not want to question Heaven's decision himself to be an angel again, but he must want to move on in some way. Ace moves closer, softly but insistently pressing his lips into mine, taking my breath away. He holds for a few moments, stroking his thumb across the bottom of my lip. Aw, so cute. And that's all they did was kiss, right? Little fade to black there, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's all they did. Music, the little violin in the background. Alright. Wow! I've never felt anything like that before. Because she's all innocent. She's gonna be a little flustered soon. My cheeks are on fire. My hairs are on edge, and my heart is soaring. Wow, indeed. May I keep going? Mentally, I'm practically begging for him to keep going. Refilling is already extremely addictive. I shouldn't be doing this as an angel, but what I feel is so overwhelming, I don't want it to stop. We're gonna get kicked out of heaven for fooling around with him, but that's just fine. I can only bring myself to sigh softly. Please. Aww, look at him kissing. It is so cute. Ace's hand on my chin moves, his arm wrapping around my shoulders as his lips grow more insistent and passionate. So if we get with Michael, do we both fall? That's what I want to know. His other arm moves to embrace my waist, sending electric sensations through the rest of my body. Like, we're probably going to end up falling with Ace in this one, but if we get with Michael, like if we take Michael's path, is it all, like, innocent and stuff? Or do, like, we get together and then we both fall? We'll have to see when we do Michael's path. Everything I'm feeling right now is completely overwhelming. I find my hands shooting out to grab him and pull him closer in whatever way I can. I caress his face and press my lips into his until he pulls away again. I don't know what I need. I know what you need.
Princess.
Ace knows what you need. I'll take care of you, princess. I got you. Ace knows exactly what you need. Oh, really? Is that what we're doing? That was an awfully long... Yep. I was like, that was an awfully long cut to black. Whoops. Whoopsie. The sun streaming into the room tickles my eyes and teases them open. A small breeze from the open window drifts across my face. Michael just busted. The is going on here? I feel so relaxed after such a deep sleep, like I could melt into this bed forever. I don't recall ever feeling this blissful before. Being human seems to have heightened everything, and the elation I feel now is incomparable to anything else I've experienced. I feel so much emotionally and physically. I can feel how wide my smile is, how crazy I must look right now. Where is Ace? Did he leave us? The sheets wrapping around me are silky smooth, the pillow caresses my head gently, and the smell of Ace is overwhelming. I stretch out and roll over to face where Ace spent the night, sleeping only to see he isn't there. What a jerk face! Sheets are rolled back, marking his absence. You don't leave a... It's his apartment too, so it's like even weirder that he like bounced. I can vaguely recall cuddling up to him in my sleep, and was hoping to wake up still in his arms. I can't help but feel disappointed. Eggs? Maybe he's making breakfast. Maybe he's just in the next room. I wouldn't get upset right away because you haven't, like, discussed anything with him. Like, it's a faux pas. You shouldn't do that. But at the same time, he could also be overwhelmed with feelings, and oh my gosh, my hair is trying to get into my teeth. So you gotta kind of be open to that happening. Since it's his house and stuff, and he didn't wake you up and kick you out, I'm not thinking it's like a mean thing. He's probably just he might not be happy with himself because he's leading you into temptation and stuff, and he might feel guilty. So because we don't know what he's feeling or where he's coming from at this point is not the point to get upset. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm sure there's no reason to panic. After everything we shared last night, I thought I'd wake up with him, feeling safe and warm. Maybe he's still in the apartment and just didn't want to wake me. I don't want to get caught up in these new anxieties. I should be relishing the moment, enjoying the bliss while it lasts. Ace and I had fun times. We shared something special when we did that. I still feel content from the whole experience. My body is so rested, almost floating. At least she had a good time. Apparently Ace knows what he's doing. Good job, Ace. Every touch of the sheets against my skin or the breeze against me seems to feel more and more pleasant. I never thought I would experience this, but I never want this feeling to go. I can't stop thinking about his lips and hands on every part of my body, how tender and passionate he was with me. How he ran his fingers through my hair and whispered sweet things in my ear, the pleasure he brought to all of my senses. These feelings are intoxicating in every way, but I'm brought down by a sobering thought. Is this why heaven forbids it? Do they fear we'll fall into the godless state pursuing pleasure? Is Michael going to be able to tell? I hope he won't think differently of me. You probably can tell. I mean, honestly, you've probably fallen already, as far as they're concerned, because you committed a sin because you weren't married. According to the church, anyway. I can't help but wonder what emotional changes he's undergone while on Earth. Ace? I call out louder this time, hoping that he may come back to bed for a little while if he's still around. Part of me needs a distraction from all the thoughts clawing their way into my mind. I crave being wrapped up in his arms again, feeling his skin against mine once more. Right now, I need comfort and security, more of the tenderness he showed me last night. He doesn't respond or enter the room when I call him. He's probably not there. Maybe he really did just step out for a moment. I guess I'm all alone in the apartment. I close my eyes again, taking deep breaths and trying to steady my thoughts, as that sense of loneliness comes over me again, and intrusive thoughts too are creeping in. Why isn't he by my side? Was it all too good to be true? The intensity of human emotions swirling within me is overwhelming. Emptiness and loneliness, the craving for Ace in every way. Aw, she's in love. I slip my fingertips over to his side of the bed, where the sheets are still ruffled to his shape. It smells everywhere around me, and I trace absent-minded patterns into the sheet, like I would on his skin if he were there. If only I could concentrate hard enough to bring him back to the bed. A tickling sensation on my nose startles me from my thoughts, and as I'm about to rub it away, I see a butterfly. Yeah, you freaking made it. You made the butterfly. You and Ace did. No ordinary butterfly. A wish butterfly. It nuzzles near, determined to stay close to me even as I sit up from my position, almost as if it wants my attention. Is this for me? Is this my wish? It appeared exactly as I thought about Ace being with me. It seems behaving in such a peculiar way, like it's here for me. The butterfly takes off, fluttering towards the window. It perches for a moment, and I find myself rushing to the ledge to inspect it closely. Once I reach the window, though, it flutters down into the street and lands on the sidewalk. I have to go after it! You need to put some clothes on, girl! Finally, something might actually lead to this whole mystery being unraveled. I better hurry up before it flies off and I can't track it down. I swap my nightgown for my clothes, good job, from the night before, hoping I don't look too disheveled. About to rush out the door, my mind is focused so much on that butterfly. Oops, what if Ace comes back and I'm gone? Well, he was gone when you woke up, so it's fine. I wouldn't want him to feel the way I did, with such worry. I should leave him a note. He knows how important the investigation is. Maybe he'll even be a bit mad that he's missing when things have finally gotten interesting. Knowing him, that's exactly the kind of thing he would jokingly complain about. Despite him not being here now, I still feel connected to him, as if he's still by my side. I cling to that feeling. What if he's the butterfly? Like, what if he turned into the butterfly? That would be weird. I don't think that's the case. The butterfly is still waiting for me when I reach the street again, settled and flapping its wings gently. The way it behaves is so magical. If I couldn't tell from its pattern that it was one of the wish butterflies, I'd like to think its behavior would be too obvious to miss. It's almost as if it's thinking. It flies off again, flying up and around my body in a spiral before taking off down the street. It keeps a slow and steady pace, allowing me to follow it with ease. It's like, follow me, little angel, this way. It's so beautiful, and knowing this clue will likely bring me closer to solving the mystery excites me. I can only hope this is the breakthrough I'm looking for. I'm reminded of a human phrase Ace had mentioned briefly, good things come to those who wait. When I was least expecting it, this wished butterfly came to me. This could be it. As I follow the butterfly's gentle pace, my mind drifts back to Ace. I'm beginning to wonder where he truly is. Why would he just sleep like that? And why is it that a lead only shows up now, of all times? Usually Ace would help me think all this through. I'll just have to catch him up to speed when I see him again. To the park. The butterfly leads me to the large park in the center of town. Light has begun to fall, and the garden was dyed in beautiful orange hues. Just as I was wondering if it was simply going to enjoy the abundant flowers, like a regular butterfly would, it cuts through the foliage with a purpose towards the other end of the park. I keep seeing these freaking butterflies near this park. Where is it taking me? I have to push some branches aside to really follow the butterfly into another area. This path and clearing looks familiar. It isn't too far from where I first landed on Earth, from where I first met Ace. Even though he's facing away from me, I'd recognize him anywhere, even looking as he does now. Oh, he's that. That's attractive. That's all I've got to say. That's very attractive. He's the one collecting all the butterflies. That's very attractive. That's. He's probably a bad in this, like he's the bad guy. Horns, a tail, and that unmistakable dangerous aura. Wait, he couldn't be. This must be some sort of misunderstanding. No, he's a demon. Like, that's what a fallen angel is, love. I feel like I can barely stand. My head is swimming. So many emotions are swirling inside. Confusion, betrayal, fear. This can't be happening. There's no way he's a demon. Not just a fallen angel, but a full-on demonic being. Yeah, he is. You had... I thought you knew that. I knew that. I wish he was like this when we had slept with him, though. I mean, that's... Step up. You know what I mean? Gotta like it. I like it. I like it. I like the horns. I like the tail. I like the wings. It doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it does. There are so many questions I had simply brushed aside, too busy getting wrapped up in my time on Earth. I'm shocked I didn't question any of it sooner. Is this gonna have like a good end though? Like, they still get to be in love or whatever? Or is this gonna like break my heart into a million pieces? I don't know, Ace actually is a good guy. Little pieces begin to fit together in my mind. I didn't question his familiarity with angels or heaven. He's an associate of Keldrin's, and the idea of him being a fallen angel made sense. But his pain at the church had been so severe, too severe. I dismissed it, but his being a demon, this is an even better explanation. Oh my, what did I do? The distraction from the investigation, it wasn't to have fun or to enhance my time on Earth. It was to keep me from figuring things out, from figuring out who he truly is. My stomach churns at the thought that Ace never had my best interest at heart, that everything he did was truly selfish. No, because he helped in things in times where he didn't have to, and stuff like that. I think he does actually like her. He hasn't turned to face me yet, and beyond him I can see the butterfly drawing closer to... a dark and mangled cocoon. Not my butterfly. My butterfly is made out of love. And my butterfly doesn't need to go into the icky ick. It's a pure love butterfly. This must be the culmination of all the wishes. The one thing Lucifer has amassed on Earth that I was sent here to destroy. But right now, all I want to do is reach out to Ace for answers. I still call him Ace, his charming human nickname. But his true name, Azazel, seems more fitting now. Azazel, a fallen angel turned demon. How did this come to be? Does he really hate heaven so much that he would go this far? Ace finally turns to face me, and he doesn't seem too surprised by my arrival.
He made it.
Like the butterfly, like he sent it. I can tell by his tone that Ace is trying hard to remain cheery. There appears to be a weight on him that there wasn't there before. Yeah, it's his feels. Our eyes meet. All those conflicting feelings rise up inside me once more. I started to hate him, to fear him. But now that I see his face, my resolve is weakened. Ace?
I'm sorry it came to this.
Yeah, he likes her too. What have you done?
I did what I had to make it right for me.
My heart begins to crack. This entire time, he'd been working against me. What you told me in the church, was any of it even true? I don't know why I'm asking. How can I even trust anything he says? But now that his secret is out, he'll at least give me the truth.
All of it. I wasn't one of Lucifer's rebels, but I did spread forbidden knowledge about many different things.
Well, there has to be more to it. I guess my instincts were right. What kind of knowledge?
The kind that would lead me to become who I am now. The first incubus.
Oh my god. Well, at least it was fun. If he was an incubus, we had a real good. He's a demon charged by sexual energy, and he pulled me into it too. Oh my goodness. Well, he got kicked out of heaven. And, my girl is a healer. And I think, honestly, she is in love with him. She would empathize with him just because I think that's what she would do. I'd be kind of pissed off at this point, but she's, like a freaking healer, and she's in love with him, so she's going to try to figure it out and see what made him be like that so she can help him. That's what healers do. They help people. The knowledge of what? Of seduction? Fun time?
Amongst other things, yes. Bodily pleasure for humans. I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world. Certainly, I didn't think it was worth getting cast out of heaven for.
After what we did, I'm definitely more sympathetic to his point of view. If I were to stand in judgment, I guess I'd be a hypocrite. Like he said, that's true. Since that knowledge, you did use that same knowledge. I experienced these forbidden things, and it didn't feel like such a bad thing. I can't criticize too much since we also... Hey, keep this YouTube friendly. Had fun times. Yes? Despite what we shared, and whether it went against heaven's rules, I still feel devoted to heaven. I still want to do what's right. The traditional view would be that I'm now tainted by sin. But what others would see as tainting me, I think has taught me so much about humanity and the difference between the reality of earth and what we perceive it to be from heaven. It would be wrong of me to say that it was such a bad thing. At the time, it didn't feel so bad. Truly, it didn't. Anyway, that's not what's important. Ace, you don't need to do this. There must be another way. Not everything about heaven is so awful. If I can be sympathetic, I'm sure others will be too.
I'm doing what needs to be done. What I'm contracted to do. Heaven needs to learn a lesson.
Poor
From
Ace.
its mistakes, its hypocrisy.
Like, honestly, I'm kind of with Ace. But we're going to have to call it quits there because that is my time for today. Remember to leave room for your passions and have a wonderful day. See you guys next time. Bye.